Alright folks, the deck is Reno Shaman. The goal of the deck is to play a bunch of high value minions on curve, in particular Dr. Holli'dae, working our way towards Reno Lone Ranger so that we can close out the game and frustrate our opponents. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle. Alright, welcome folks. We are here, yet another YouTube exclusive. Hope you've been enjoying these. It's been a lot easier to record the Hearthstone content offline. It gives me a little bit of flexibility. I can edit immediately after, so hopefully it's been working out for you as well. Because time is currently limited. That may change once the mini set comes out, but we shall see. I don't think I want any of these. Like, early game is probably quite important. I suppose this counts as early game. We've just got 3-2 on curve. Could trade the Viper next turn, but we'll see what type of deck it is and whether or not I want to remove like a... Yeah. We might need to be able to remove a staff at some point, but they didn't have it on one, so... Okay, well... We drew what is likely the best card in our deck. So I don't want to overload next turn is the only awkward thing. Because I want to be able to coin out the Holli'dae. Do I want the flexibility for one additional mana? Or is it just likely that I'm going to take the Lightning Storm either way? I think I'd take the Lightning Storm. This also gives me the opportunity to potentially play the Aftershocks if I want to do that instead of the Holli'dae. Alright, thanks to the recent change, we can still get this down. Let's just bonk here. Next turn, we'll likely bonk and play one of the spells. It'll depend on what my curve is looking like, which one I choose, I think, whether I want to overload or not. This matchup got significantly better than it used to be as a result of, like, the changes to Reno. Okay, we take 6 additional damage here. Alright, I think it makes sense to use the Lightning Storm here since I won't want to before the giant Tumbleweed turn, and like it keeps this active, which is the concern. So next turn, we probably want to avoid overloading just to give the flexibility for the Tumbleweed. But, I mean, if there's nothing else to do, a turn the tides might be beneficial. If there's nothing else to do that's, like, means that we're not likely to need the giant Tumbleweed, you know? It's just science. Ow. I can't believe you've done this. Wow. They massively eye-rolled that. I think we're just dead because we drew so many plagues so quickly and haven't really run into any of the healing. other than the early Amphibious Elixir. Decent chance that at least puts us in range of the down with the ship, which I imagine is what they're aiming for. I do need to find some excavate stuff, because this is quite valuable. This is unreal. How?
That feels good.
That That's quite bad for me. Like, my deck is very full, and I've drawn 4 plagues now? Why don't my opponents do that? Yeah, that's just repulsive. Luckiest Death Knight on Earth just dropped. We go again.
Versus Malfurion.
Druid, I imagine, is also often Reno.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Let's just look for the Doc Holli'dae. I'm just going to hold the coin to get to the Reno a bit faster. Because we don't really have a good follow-up to a coin Needlecock turn anyway. Oh. What an outrageous draw once again. Oh, that's still very loud. Let's go here and hero power. I think we actually let this ride for a turn so that we can, like, retain the taunt. It makes it less likely that this dies. It does die to Shoot Man. But we can also just use it on Doc Holli'dae and get value off of that. Oh, Shoot Man.
A curse of frogs upon you. It's really a
Whispers. I can't resist.
I was supposed to upgrade it.
Spectacular.
On the bright side, like, Reno probably is bigger hindrance for them than it is me. Let's do this. Attack here. Just go ahead and take them off board. Probably, now that I think about it, if I see any indication that it's Reno, which is what I'm leaning towards, probably makes sense to hold this for the... Annoying.
A natural mistake.
Hold this for the Riasteraza portal. Let's lead with this. Boy, that is an expensive card these days.
Go with the flow.
Perfect.
Found ignorance.
I could just hang out here.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Oh, no wonder they're so smug. If we do take it a bit here, we're probably not going to be able to greed the Reno too much. Don't have any spell damage, so I think it's just got to be this. I think this often gets better.
Confine yourself to clear thinking.
I'll take it. Can clean that up next turn with the digging straight down, potentially with the connectivity. Is the second copy of that, so unless they generate a Riasteraza, I'd be able to just get away with playing the Reno on curve. So, connectivity here. It's a pretty good pickup. Don't really want to take any extra damage if I can avoid it. I don't think there's much over the top burst from them, but just need to be safe here. So I think the Dragon Tails pretty much guarantees that it's not Reno. So we just play our own Reno and go face.
Looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
A waste of
What god is all I need?
Excellent. This frog now has Rush. Actually, there's probably a lethal with the Canary in there, right? Canary... Yeah, Canary Collapse, Bolt Face would have gotten us there. So, sometimes punished. Still got there. But, made it closer than it needed to be. Alright, let's keep it going.
Versus Magni.
Oh, goody, it's a warrior.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
Not a great hand, mostly because it does not involve Dr. Holli'dae. Yet. I don't have anything for next turn either, so I think just like trading that and hero powering is probably what we're leaning towards right now. Marginally better than he. Ooh! Okay. Also, I just traded away the Scorpion, so that's a bummer. Cool. Let's grab this, but not play it yet. I want to try and sneak out and kill the Bran, so I'd probably lead with this next turn.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Let's lead with this, see what we hit. It's a pretty big deal. I think that also wants me to do this. It is, in fact, kind of their win condition. So, it wasn't Bran, but it was a big deal. Imagine this hits Bran and my Reno now. Oh, halfway? Alright, at least we busted their balls. We accidentally just became like disruption shaman. Alright. This time we'll get a good roll off of the Doc Holli'dae, right? I'd call that a good roll, yeah. Okay, here's the brand check. Because you do often just want to play it on curve, right? That's when it gets the most value. Oh, We do have a snake somewhere in our deck. We just go with the excavate option here. See what we hit. And I've got this as well. This is now active. Let's hang on to that. As well as that, so we can try and get value off of it. But that's a pretty good one thief roll. The Finley with the jam session is kind of silly. Now, let's see if we can find a clean way to deal with this here. Success. Oh, that's very good, now that we know they have the Ignis weapon. Is there a 0 cost? So given that they haven't played it yet, I assume they picked a 10 mana weapon, which means we get a lot of value off of the Viper.
Wind and breath. Blown away.
Bonk. Still have the capacity to play Reno next turn if there's any desire to. We are ahead in fatigue and there's no boom boss anymore, so let's sanitize. That's okay. What is the game plan if they're willing to go that far? Are they just looking for Reno?
Blown away. Blown away.
Go with the flow.
More value? A lot of healing, but I think I just want the damage. They're gonna clear this with the sanitize anyway, so just let it happen. Got a lot of good reactive tools that just waiting for a reason to use. Okay, that's a big sanitize. It's kind of mean. Wasn't done with that staff yet. Can the, like, we blew up the Burrow Buster. The only way that they can get the legendary treasure is Bran, followed by the Kobold Miner. There's Brain. So that means I do need to hold probably one of these two for the Kobold Miner. Let's just get Reno value and save the Finley for the Ox. I need to hold this because we know the Ignis weapon is there. Oh yeah? You think you're cool with your Viper? How about this, nerd? Just hang out here. It's kind of just a resource battle at this point. Don't overextend. Don't overreact. And as long as I meter out my resources appropriately, I think we should be fine. Though the double hero power for the rest of this game is kind of or double battle cry rather for the rest of this game is kind of obnoxious. Like, I honestly think I just ignore that.
One shot is all I need.
And I don't play this.
One shot is all I need.
Just in case there's more weapon removal that I'm not aware of. Okay, that could present some issues. I'm not sure what's in the ETC. I'm sure it can't be great for me.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
One shot is all I need.
Here.
One shot is all I need.
Let's hold the remaining two weapon strings. That's a good hero power for this situation. I think the Reno is likely to come down soon.
I ain't talking. Are you sick? What is this dreadful place?
That's actually devastating. I no longer have an answer to
Well, looking for a stand-up? Careful, it's against me.
their big Ox board.
One shot is all I need.
I ain't talking.
Guess we found out what was in the ETC.
Cannon butt slider.
I actually misordered this.
One shot is all I need.
What's my deal with this guy in particular?
Wakanda spirit. Getting a little light on cards here.
They have one more Excavate card. Yeah, that missequence on the 2-mana spell is going to cost me with this hero power. But apparently their final card is the Excavate card.
Off the top rope!
Really? It seemed a little bit wasteful when the hero power did so much already.
Candle Mudslider.
Here. Not a great roll, but I'll take it. Hero power is a good roll, though. I just need to probably find Tumbleweed in the prison and hope that they somehow low roll this, but my god. Those dirty rats were devastating. Yeah, I'm dead. Feels pretty bad to, like, I don't know, have a pretty concrete game plan for 75% of the game and then just have it ripped away from you. Because Bran is, for some reason, a card that exists. Well, time to YOLO, I guess. Just need a big AoE board clear. It's not a good hero power for me in this stage. Might have to go fishing for something off of the Ancestral Knowledge, because I probably just need the giant Tumbleweed. I'd rather not draw cards right now. That looks like GG to me. What a frustrating, like, frustrating deck to play against. There's just, like, almost no point in playing a deck like this when Reno Warrior exists in the same metagame. Yeah. Simply does not matter.
Never give up. Run away.
Like, Bran just coming down at any point in a game that expects to go late just makes it impossible to outvalue. It's really... I understand why people aren't enjoying Standard right now. Oh, cool. Cool. We get to do it again. Unfortunately, this time it will probably be even more miserable because we're not likely to deal with the boom boss like we did last game. So I'm just gonna concede. Like, I've no interest in playing this out again. That last one was one of the stupidest games of Hearthstone I think I've played in a long time. And I don't really want a repeat.
Brukan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
I have limited time on this planet. I don't want to spend any more of it against that Reno Warrior deck. I honestly don't know what Warlock is doing right now. Fatigue Warlock, maybe? Demons? Let's trade this. Got a decent amount of healing queued up. This is probably worth it, right? Got a couple options for next turn, depending on how many minions we have.
And now, the premiere act, me!
So I think that they are often going for that fatigue combo. So let's not take too much unnecessary damage. This going essentially 2 for 1 is pretty good.
How about a makeover?
Now I get to keep these. There is, unfortunately, I think, potential for them to combo at some point. So I probably need to eventually get some aggression of my own going. Suppose that counts. I've got 6 from hand already. Probably just here and here next turn.
Shang is only good for smashing!
I need to have a response to the Popgar, and I need to keep my health total at a comfortable level.
It's completely safe. Just don't spill it. It's completely safe. Just don't spill it.
Might want to lead with this, see if we can get a lightning storm. Let's save this for the altered chord if we can find it. That's what I've been saving the digging straight down for. We are kind of taking it. So I think we're probably dead. Just took too much damage. Didn't find the altered chord.
The overture is upon us!
There's still a Sargeras that we're gonna have to deal with. It's a pretty good pickup.
Job's done.
They just shuffled, so yeah. Wait, that wasn't the one that, oh, I guess because they shuffled. And there aren't that many sledges left in their deck.
And now, the premiere act! Me!
There's one more crescendo.
Who dares summon me?
They just discarded 2 minions from hand too. That's obscenely unlucky. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I cannot catch a break right now.
Brucon versus Rokara. I'm not too young to rock.
I am proud of what you have become, Rokara.
These are not good keeps. Oh my god, it's another Reno Warrior. This is not my day. Like, I guess we have to find a way to win with pressure, which Dr. Holli'dae helps with a little bit, I suppose. On the bright side, they full mold as well.
You don't pick the wands.
I do have an aggressive hand, but there's no amount of aggression that can, like, that this deck is capable of that can, or burn spells at least, that can do enough to make a difference here. Let's just see if we can keep this on the board for as long as possible. This is also likely our follow-up, so getting it down is, and protected is a good idea. Go with the Brass Elemental.
Wind that brass, blown away.
Face. Aftershocks is a clear, but they have to use full mana for it. It's also a clear, but I did have to use the coin. If they have an on-curve Scorpid, we'd probably just lose. Is fine. Okay. On curve brand check.
No matter the danger, I'll
Of course.
always give a good disguise.
Just get another Dirty Rat Warhead. We do have some damage rolling. They've already played their first Forge card, so it's...
Off the top rope!
They're just gonna go from full mulling to having every singular card that they need on curve, aren't they? So they just need the Ball Buster and they have the Ox ready to go. Do you have a backup Tumbleweed? Just boom boss into Reno on curve. It's honestly maybe my best chance at winning, unless I get really unlucky off of these draws. I don't quite have lethal through a Reno, but it'll be close. This is unbelievable. They just went Bran, Brawler, Boom Boss, Reno on curve. And it's going to cost me the game. I was off of a full mulligan as well. Didn't keep a single card.
Bring the ring!
How about a makeover?
Make Making a 7/7 here. Problem is, the longer this goes, the more likely the boom boss is to get really good value. Like when I have a board that I want to stick for damage. This is just torture, my god. I can't even play the game! God, I really don't want to be playing Hearthstone right now. And it's entirely because of this deck. I'm just gonna start conceding to warriors. It's not worth the toll it takes. It is just like it's essentially a wild deck playing in standard right now is what it feels like. Like it's in terms of a like late game control game plan, I don't think that there's anything remotely comparable to it. So there's no point in playing a deck like this one when Reno Warrior exists in that same metagame.
I fight in the name of honor.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
I think I've won one game in an hour so far. Absolute. Just hell. This is just excruciating when I'm on a tight timeline like this.
One dose solves any problem.
I think I just accept the trade. They're the aggressive deck, so. I'd rather not just let this get eaten for free.
Toys are much more fun to raise.
Just go with a lightning storm. That'll be a good follow-up for next turn. Or I could coin a brass elemental. Or even a jam session. Thank you. Essentially goes like 2 for 1 because it eats the hand of it all and prevents the draw. So kind of a big deal. Now we can really just ruin their day with the jam session. And then might as well develop this. But obviously don't want to use it here. I haven't excavated it all yet, but if and when I do, that should be good. This is finally the type of matchup that we're looking to run into, though. Is Crusader Aura is a concern? I would have liked to have held the coin for the
One
Reno.
more coat of paint should do the
Yeah, there's the Crusader aura.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
Go here into here.
I do say, what is this dreadful place?
pity.
I'm just throwing now. In my head, I had played the Burrow Buster, and that was active.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I can't overload this turn. But I do need to just survive the turn, and we'll probably be fine.
Wind that brass. Blown away. Blown away.
Given how good this turn was, there's like an argument for just ripping the lightning bolts and saying that we're set up well enough to protect ourselves, so I think we can do this now. Maybe get a little bit more value out of the Reno. And just go with the Burrow Buster next turn. Slight regrets here, I guess, but just kidding. No regrets ever. I don't even think I want to bump into that, because I don't want to give them an opportunity to kill it off and get a card.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, this is the turn I was trying to bait out, and then we just slam the Reno and win the game. It's better to Reno because the death rattles are annoying.
Looking for a standoff? Careful. It's against me.
Feels good to do this to somebody else for a change.
Use mine.
Why are 6-drops so bad right now? Why do I keep low rolling these? It's better than a 3-3 at least. Alright, 2 wins in an hour. Who is this man? Setting a new world record pace or something.
Brucon versus Sai.
The ice storm gathers.
What lurks beyond the firelight?
I don't think we need Hex in the early game. I also just want minions over the Muck Pools. It's a decent hand. I can maybe play this on like... Ooh. Back to drawing the good card on curve. Use this maybe to... Oh, wait. Yeah, that's pretty good if this sticks, right? Play this to activate the Aftershocks. And then that's kind of the turn we want to overload anyway, so that the Dr. Holli'dae can come down on curve. So I don't want to overload next turn. Does mean I'm likely playing just a Lightning Reflexes for something cheap. That's actually extraordinary here. Again! Hex could be something. Get those pile of bones out of the way. I think I still just want to get this down on curve, right? Like, sure, they kill the Dr. Holli'dae, but that's not the important part of the Dr. Holli'dae. The weapon is what matters here. Let's see what's in here. Clear, go face. 3 hexes. Which, by my calculations, is a lot of hexes.
Candle Mudslider.
Go here. Hit it with a miniature buff here. Give it some Divine Shield. Might be time to hex that just to deny the recurring value.
This is not
Definitely hexing that. Tells me they don't have Reska in hand.
How about a makeover?
Let's trade this.
Candle Mudslider.
Okay. This is just clean enough. I would love a situation where like our board is clear for some reason and then we just like hex a Reska. Seems pretty unlikely. Well, unfortunately I did just trade away my snake. You get a taunt here though, so that's pretty cool. Let's hold.
My pain doesn't compare to your
That's not fair.
blade.
It's only funny when I do it. Oh god, this is gonna be a little scary. So is this. Oh, we did hit the Reno at least.
Death cannot be bound.
I just can't play the Reno.
How about a makeover?
Double time! I have a song in my heart.
I want to make sure that I get lifesteal off this because my health total matters, especially if they get a Holli'dae down.
The runes decide your fate.
Okay. This is definitely a Reno turn, which is a good Reno turn for me. Denies value off of that second one.
Looking for a standoff? Careful! One shot is all I need.
Only need one.
If we can just bolt that.
One shot is all I need.
Yet another terrible 6-drop, I guess. 3-5. Let's go here.
For everybody, eh?
And that's a 7-drop. They get the Chained Guardian back. Oh, the Ball Buster even. I don't think they thought about the fact that the Reno poofed their Primus. I think that's what they were expecting. That's kind of a big deal.
Hurry up.
That's what I've been saying. Sure. Finally get the lifesteal value off of this.
One shot is all I need.
Whew. I think we're at least slightly ahead here. 2 of the cards in hand are a coin, so
We only need one.
Everybody needs a casket.
I guess the concern is that we do have to find a way to win before the Holli'dae comes down. I want to put the Boulder Fist Ogre on the Spurfang.
Lightboard is killing it.
Never mind. Kind of demands a Ruska here, and we have responses to Ruska.
Everybody needs a casket.
You nautic mandible!
The second one on the second pass through. Howling Blast could be a thing. I don't know if it is in this format. Out of my jungle. This does look like a desperation play, at least.
Hurry up!
Well, both of these survived the giant tumbleweed, so GG. I'm sorry, Frog. You had to be sacrificed for the greater good.
One shot, I'm off it.
We did it! Deck is fun. The metagame, a little bit less so. It seems. That's my assessment of this situation.